Death Valley Clemson Memorial Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Clemson Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Death Valley, the tradition is real. You touch the rock, you run down the hill, and it is a beautiful venue. Clemson has become one of the most difficult places to play in the ACC, if not college football. These fans are electric and dynamic. Call it Death Valley for a reason. This is where teams' dreams come to die. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Hurricanes headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Now in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davidson. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Motion from the wide receiver. Scanning the field, it's Denson. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. Makes a move. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Stealing a score on special teams. The whole thought process is just get the ball back, and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball, Reese. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution in that punt return.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. That opening script from the offensive coordinator didn't lead to a score as they punted on their first possession. Now they have it back. Caught in the backfield. It's Moore. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
catch in the middle. It's Davidson. Making the running back a weapon in the passing game makes it so difficult on the defense to cover everything.
No doubt. And listen, there's so many matchups across the board. If I'm playing offense, I'm going to assess it. Like, where do I have a speed advantage? Is it a running back versus a linebacker? Is it receiver versus a corner? Whatever it is, I'm going to find it. And you could tell it was the running back, and they took advantage.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on third down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these third downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
The give on the counter. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And that would be the definition of first down success, putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And the Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Looking for a gap. It's Davidson. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Tigers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Might have a chance. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
The defense selling out to stop it on 3rd and super short. They don't bring him down, Jesse. Next thing you know, he's in the 2nd level.
You're absolutely right. 3rd and inches like that, if you just get a little crease offensively, it can be a big play. And the back that time hit the hole and showed off his speed.
Now he's looking to throw it. Fires left. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to. And instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball, man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field.
Snags it, and there's running room. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they cover the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Running inside, it's Fletcher. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season. There were a lot of expectations on this team to play well, and they've been doing that. Obviously, David, they've got bigger challenges ahead.
Yeah, and the conference play, obviously you want to see that continue to grow. The confidence, the familiarity with each other within, obviously, is a lot of time that's a big deal. The rivalries that come with it. So, great start, a lot of positive momentum built for this squad.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to it. There's some room. Powers through. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The run inside. It's Fletcher. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. And the Canes will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Here's the return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Looking for space. It's Davidson. They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. Rides to the back. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Now facing a third and long. Looking to pass. It's Denson. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. That's caught. It's Fletcher. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
He's got him. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Motion from the wideout. On the ground, it's Fletcher. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Jacobs. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Ncaa from the gun on 3rd down. Gets it out quickly. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Here's Ncaa to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Scooped it, scored it, into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce. Right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Throwing, Ncaa. Right down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
Nice job reeling in that catch. And listen, when you say Miami Hurricane football, to me, I think about burners at the receiver position. Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Santana Moss, Reggie Wayne, who I played with in the Senior Bowl. These guys could not be covered one-on-one. And this dude here in this offense today, he causes the same kind of problems. Really, really good route runner. He always seems to get open.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Ncaa to throw. There's the pressure. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Bring in the heat. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got...
Touchdown, Miami! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air. It's Denson. Finds his man. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Rushes on him. Got the first himself. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Running inside, it's Johnson. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Clemson calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. The field goal is no good. And here in the 2nd quarter, we remain all knotted up.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. A pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late in the half.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Ncaa. He's going to throw deep right side. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We begin with a look at North Carolina taking on the number 3 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's the Tar Heels with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game.
Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 near the 26.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Slips through the line, and there he goes. Touchdown, Clemson! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. You think you're getting the offense and the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you, get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
Let's see what he can do with the return. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Here's Mensah to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Vaughn. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Looking for a crease. It's Fletcher. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Keep it on the ground. There's a crease. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. A quick break in the action here as they tend to the injured Hurricane. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. And the Canes are flying down the field. Throwing, Ncaa. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
To the air on second down. Here's a heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Ncaa from the gun on third down. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season. Consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They feed him again. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
You know they'd love to convert this third down after missing a field goal on the last drive. Looking to throw, it's Denson. Plucks it out of the air. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Run in the red zone. It's Davidson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. They'll move the tight end. They'll give it to Johnson. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Unloads it left. Makes the grab.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Tigers. If they can just hang on, they might be able to notch their first victory of the season.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Your defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they've padded their lead. This just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
Number 81, set to kick off.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. And he's dragged down. And the Hurricanes are in the hurry-up.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Finds his man. It's Vaughn. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the 1st down. Now you got to keep it going.
Almost almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Ncaa fires to the right. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ncaa if they can stop him on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Yeah, and you needed points. You wanted points badly. But listen, the offense, you know exactly what they're going to do. They're going to get in their 4-minute offense. Now, I got to start preserving that clock, using my timeouts, try to get a stop and get this ball back to my offense.
All down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Nice move to keep running.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
8-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He's going to lose a yard on that one. So the defense trying to maximize their clock management. They use the timeout here, and the 2-minute stoppage is coming.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Here's Ncaa to throw. Right on target this time. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He wants a big play here late. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and to keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. These guys in a much better position after that penalty on the D. Now it's 2nd and 7. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. It'll be 3rd and long. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation.